Munition, greif zu!
Danke.
Werfe Rauchgranate! MG, feindlich!
We have taken objective Edward.
Hier ist Munition!
A flame trooper kit is available
Hier,
near your
Munition!
location.
Da drüben ist ein feindlicher Sturmsoldat! Hier, Munition für dich! Frische Munition! Mehr Munition! Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate! Munition für dich! Braucht jemand Munition?
We have taken objective Charlie.
Hier, Munition! Ich werfe eine Rauchgranate! Vorsicht jetzt!
We are losing
Hier
objective
ist Munition!
Charlie.
Rauchgranate raus auf! Wieder aus!
We have lost objective Charlie.
Feindliches MG gesichtet! Zeit für ein bisschen Rauch. Hier, ich habe ein bisschen Munition übrig. Feindliches MG da drüben!
We are losing objective butter.
Was denn schon verdammt?
We have lost objective apples. Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand. We have taken objective Charlie. We have taken
Munition
objective
für dich.
apples.
Hier, Munition für dich.
We are losing objective butter.
Da, ein Maschinengewehr. Vorsicht jetzt, Sturmsoldat.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Da vorne ein Sanitäter. Munition, hier. Eine feindlichen Sturmsoldaten. Munition, gerade zu. Ein Sanitäter von der Gegenseite. Frische Munition. Hier, Munition. Da drüben ist ein Sanitäter. Auflauf, Sanitäter. Hier, frische Munition. Da, feindlicher Sanitäter. Hier, Munition. Braucht jemand Munition? Wie lauten unsere Befehle, Feldwebel? Hat jemand Munition bestellt? Hier, Munition für dich.
We are losing objective Duff.
Jetzt raus! Das ist ein feindlicher Sturmsoldat!
We are losing objective Duff.
Hier, ich habe ein bisschen Munition übrig. Hauptpanat unterwegs, aufpassen!
We have lost objective Duff.
Hauptpanat heraus.
An enemy armored train is en route. We have taken objective Edward.
Ich sehe einen Sanitäter.
We have lost objective Apples. We are losing objective Edward. We have lost objective Edward. We have lost objective Charlie.
Sturmsoldat gesichtet. Panzerzug gesichtet, aufpassen! Granate raus! Hier ist eine Granate.
그리고 미드 쪽에 카드가 좀 많다라고 판단한 것 같습니다. 농심 레드포스도 아지르를 보고 미드를 따라갈 수도 있지만은 탑 쪽에 레넥톤을 빠르게 뽑아오면서 미드 카드를 내렸습니다. 이거는 선택하라인 것 같아요. 레넥톤 상대로 좋은 걸 가져가면은 너네 원거리 딜러가 없지. 그러면 원거리 딜러 뽑으면 레넥톤 상대로 좋은 거를 배날 것 같고요.
그렇죠. 결국 11의제리 구도가 한창 나오다가 요즘 그 친구들이 또 밴되고 막 그러다 보면 또 징크스 아펠 구도가 참 많이 나오는 것 같아요.
맞습니다.
네. 자, 승률은 아펠 5승 1패, 징크스 0승 4패로 좀 차이가 납니다. 이제 벤 한번 볼까요?
이러면은 무난하게 아리사일러스 이쪽으로 갈 수도 있고 아니면은 이제 빅토르가 또 라인전에서 또 강점을 보여줄 수 있다 보니까 그런 쪽으로 또 밴을 할 수도 있을 것 같아요.
Ornn already taken away. The Kench again to me feels like a kind of a given, even if there are opportunities to kind of punish that pick. I don't expect Snowflower to suddenly pull out like Soraka. Anything that really upsets the balance.
The fact that they don't ban the silence here is very comfortable in Bane's ability to shut
We
that
have taken
down
objective
here
Edward.
easier, mid lane. So, it's kind of an awkward moment here for Nomi Six to necessarily want to play the silence here because it's not going to do the magic damage to. And I hope we don't end up with a big or something like that here, especially in the draft state, but there might be the path to go down some damage. And here's the Gragas you were talking about, very safe pick here for Bean
Return
on
to
the
the
top side
combat
map. Not the
area.
aggressive one we were hoping for, or at least I was hoping for, obviously, before the series started, but considering the Renekton,
We have
I
taken
think it's the
objective
safest
Duff.
option. You have Disengage, you have Scalar later on. This feels like also a Gen G draft from 2021 so far here in terms of how this is being set up.
Key thing for me is that we're drafting for Taddy, and as a Kwangdong fan, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, we'll see what they go for their last pick. Leona is
We have taken
going
objective
to be
Charlie.
targeted here. The Nautilus ban trying to take some power out of that Aphelios lane, but with Leona being available, that will be locked in.
We have lost objective
Called up the
Edward.
mid lane pick here now. Leona all in, trying to die here with extra Kong. Silas might be your option. If you want the extra damage, you can go bigger here, but you're also going to be facing a lot of threats on the side of Kong. Very low range of that longer damage. I like this a lot more because it's more setup in terms of the Leona engage, the Wukong, plus a little bit more sustained long-term damage from a further away distance than the Victor is going to allow. And I think this is a strong lock-in here for BDD we kind of forgot about, went under the radar.
Yeah, no-brainer here, Hoyt. One of the few champions that he has played very consistently with the Nautilus bans and no Kench available. I think the Rakan kind of foregoing lane, but I don't think the bot lane matchup is going to be the key thing here. It's more about how this mid-game plays out. And the Kwangdong comp, incredibly strong once you get to the spikes, but might run into some of the same issues that we have seen with these type of scaling comps. If the execution early on isn't crisp and you fall behind, you are so much weaker than your opponent, and it becomes really, really tough to really get anything done and really hit those spikes. Because if you do get there on relatively even footing, like Teddy, this comp, the team plays for him, he's going to be impossible to touch.
And also the top side of the map is where
We
Noam
have
I think
lost
are going to have to
objective
be trying to
Charlie.
get advantages early, and that means that LM could just play a little bit more defensively. It's an Aphelios Jinx lane on the bottom side, so that's not where you're going to be playing towards. I think a lot of this game for Kwangdong Freaks is to make sure the Renekton does not get accelerated, the Talia does not get accelerated. If you could stave off the pressure there, I think it's a very smooth mid to late game. However, in this patch, we've seen mostly compositions that look like the one that Nongshim put together find a lot of success. It has been difficult to deny the Renekton's value. So
We have
Wukong
lost
as well
objective
could really
Duff.
steamboat the game. Just saying.
We have taken objective Edward.
That's Bray, by the way, if you didn't know. Definitely recognize him. Seen him, and yeah, he's support Snowflower, is what he said. Looks very happy to be here. I'm sure the Korean commentators are talking about him.
He looks great. Really, he's having a good time. And he was very happy. He's here for the last regular season match. Legend.
Good times could be on the way here for Nongshim as well. Really like this draft. Very high tempo, I feel. We'll see how it does go. It's on the side of Kwangdong. Let's protect Teddy. That's worked in the past. As here we go, guys. We're on to the Rift for game number 1.
We have taken objective Duff.
Here we go. BB back on Leo. Definitely one of the guys that has a ton of experience on this champion. It's not quite the insane flex that you see with teams like Damwon Kia, where Canyon can play to an incredibly high level. As Dread is more of a still more strength alongside of this draft.
Stop that red side so often here. Successful, of course. Looks like feels nice, so he picks up some extra gold for his well edge.
Not surprisingly, straight back to back. Picked it up in the area as well. We've seen a number of different teams with the buffs to the laning room. Fade as well. Gonna be trying to it is important to know that
Все, Хиячи! Ага, орда!
any of his lanes. Nice use here of Teddy and Hoyt able to get the shove in and should be able to hit and threaten that level 2 first. So Ghost and Snowflower a little bit on the back foot. Alan might have to call for
We saw the trade for Ghost there on the Aphelios. We also saw VDD 0-2, unfortunately, on this Talia, despite having a history with strong weird. So I didn't mention it too much in the draft in terms of what his is on this champion, because sometimes you're fast to achieve so we'll see how he performs on it. The area versus first strike definitely we're going to see a lot of action. In the mid lane. It is definitely going to be a lot of skill already.
That's what Azir does. That's why he feels like he and Ari really, but as we were talking about in the draft, the second the Vi gets banned and the Wukong gets taken away, immediately the Ari prio goes down. Could have still played it. I mean, even individually, the champion is good, but I think that Azir is also incredibly strong, so just gets highlighted there. Kana has played a lot of Renekton, 17 games of it so far.
Yeah, it's also that Ari does have a fire. Piloted very, very well. That as both of you being able to
We are losing objective Duff.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, actually, I guess.
Düşman süvarisi görüyorum. Kimde mühimmat var?
Yeah, not as
that could be true. No one would be able to prove otherwise.
Yeah. I was waiting for the right moment.
We have lost objective Duff.
No.
I want to
Big
talk,
reveal.
Just keep in mind you're in Joe's presence.
okay. I want to talk about the gameplay for a second. Notion, we saw
Düşman
this
hücum kıtası askeri. Tetikte olun.
always trading when they're trying to make a wall.
Okay, I think you're good now.
BDD is a nice trade. This is the kind of drafting that I think we all expect.
Davranın.
Where you have Kana on strong side, this time it's a Renekton, Ghost is playing a more passive lane, BD on one of his legendary champions, Dread playing an aggressive melee jungle champion where you can find some prio early to find some ganks potentially. And this is the kind of Noongshim draft where you're like, okay, yeah, I see why they built this roster. This makes total sense to me. They did not play like this most of the season, however.
Engage here, Ignite used, Hoyt is going to be feeling that a little bit more compared to other patches. We always mention he's going to chug that pot, but maybe not going to have as much of a presence. Nice little creature who goes to the flower.
Yeah, they do get the crash, so they're going to feel fine, but not going to be able to actually set up any further form of pressure. And we do have the call being picked up here for Teddy. Also, a very late teleport from Fade was able to stay in the lane for a really long time, so he got a pretty good back. Yeah, that is. Very interesting. That's obviously range matchups are always the choice, but despite too easy, it was always easy, especially in a matchup like this.
Onların askerlerinden birini görüyorum.
Decide whether or not you would go.
The idea is he just wants to have a higher health pool on the turret, so it's much more difficult to dive. And we'll see, I mean, if it works out. The Wukong
have
is
an
going to
armored
hit 6
train
here
en route.
shortly, and, you know, Kana already trying to get those demolish procs on turret. See if Keen could stave off the pressure as Drake is being attempted here by Guangdong at this stage. Very greedy.
Ellen is
Our
level
armored train
4,
has arrived.
and he's Poppy.
Benim hatam.
I don't think that's it, but we are going to have everybody
lost
piling in
objective
onto this
Edward.
Poppy, and this one should trying to give the kill over. Oh, it will actually.
Bu bir
Boulder
düşman
does come
hücum
through.
kıtası askeri.
He will collect first blood.
What is with these snowplow advantage waves from a million miles away? You got
Halfway
POG
there,
in the
the
last
enemy
series
has the
on
upper
Leona
hand.
with that. This time, even with Steadfast Presence, he's going all the way to Talia Wall or no. And that's a first blood going over to BDD here. Tons of money for the Talia. That's Drake going over as well. And Guangdong took a waiting call here. Comp's not ready to fight, and you're not going to pull the wool over their eyes.
The main thing there is remember that they were not able to get to a fight. I don't think the position, especially with Snowflower was a completely unplayable. The best member can't really get into full fade void. Couldn't really get that much done. And as a result now, this is a result of the buffs that we have seen. Dispatch to Dragon Health. You can't just
We have taken
away
objective
when you're
Edward.
level 4. If you're Poppy, that was Shyvana or Revive, and yeah, 50% self damage. Like, you might be getting away with that, but I realize you just don't have the full damage available. You killed BDD, really want to accelerate this Talia. It's easy to forget that Talia no longer the big game powerhouse that she was really more of a mid to late game mate. CC always when it comes to full damage. Really makes it. But Teddy is back. So there is just no way that you can ever fight this. Like even if Void and Fate joined this, they would just be opting into a 3v4. Not going to do that. Instead, he's going to sacrifice Ellen, and the jungle issues for Guangdong Freaks.
If you get away with it, you feel great, but it's holding the aggro on the extremely high health tree. This type of play nowadays, we've seen a few teams launch. We saw Uncle Life get away with it in the previous series, but it's just very rare that a team is so not
junglers are hanging around the bottom side here. Rip Herald has spawns. Right, they try to use that top cryo here. Try to get the objective.
They're just going to slowly path up here. Ghost has a lockdown on the Teddy, who's low on mana here, and obviously with no cryo for Guangdong Freaks, there's no rush for Nongshim right now. They could just clear some of the jungle. See Dread picks up a red buff and is heading up. Once he's up there, could even potentially look for a dive topside if they don't commit anywhere else. Really can rotate so quickly. And Nongshim are just taking control of their lanes, playing it slow.
Threatening a little bit there, making a possible level 6, in which case, of course, Ghost will really have to respect. But without the ultimate gone, and Teddy's mana bar as low as it is, don't think that Guangdong want to opt into a fight here at all. So instead, just going to shove in the wave, and then I assume look for... Oh, never mind, we're setting up a dive.
Yeah, those dives, double dives are coming in. Ghost seems like a sitting duck here, especially because Void has flash, but actually not that clean. They do get the kill, but Void gets extremely low. As see you later, BDD. He is trying to get back in here, but not quite able to get there. As they elect not to dive the Gragas, instead they try to save bot while taking the
Rip Herald here, and it's a pick not really in place or anything else going down. No more objectives here for Guangdong Freak, so Drake going into favor of Nongshim here, and Snowflower waits, holds on to his Enterblade, not able to actually stop the engage. Unfortunately, just too many members of Guangdong Freaks down here, even the Azir. So, doesn't work out. Despite taking a ton of damage, the Rakan gets away.
Yeah, quite like the call from Nongshim there. If BDD doesn't teleport, they both die, and a lot more might go over. And diving at Gragas is always a bit risky, especially with, again, W next to it. So the damage reduction is going to be... I actually need to double check this, because I'm not sure if the damage reduction on his W also skills with Valvis is... I'm sure Valvis is on the case.
I'm on the case.
Because that actually would also be a... That would make a ton of sense as to why you would go that into specifically a Renekton and either of the mid-jungle duo, because if they make their way over to the top side, you would also really like the tier on the Gragas here, the tier into resources gem, which always gets a ton of value. Even if you don't end up going into a Vindicator and you just fake.
Getting in here, Fate a little bit of trouble, but he has the Poppy nearby, but now Illim's getting caught here by the Leah. Fate takes a large chunk of damage. They can't sit under her in case. Ferald will come in here, should be at least.
We are losing objective.
Şurada hasım askeri!
He just opted into playing inside Gragas, and he's playing and building not to lose. He will, of course, have way less options in terms of turning kills or setting up some cast plays for his jungler. But Elam is not playing topside. He's trying to play this 3v3 here on the bottom side, playing against the Wukong, who isn't as strong early. Hasn't worked out for him so far.
Aha! Mühimmat!
Break earlier. But Keen is just stopping and leading the top side. Hasn't taken the same sort of loss we saw
Şu mühimmatı al!
in the previous series.
Aha sana mühimmat! Mühimmat! Aha orada!
Yeah, for Guangdong Freaks, they give up 2 breaks, even amounts of which is very costly. I think you'll find you really are looking at the very least one fights. You need to be very decisive in the fights that you take. Giving up more than that though, and I don't even know if a protected Teddy comp can save you. Because if you start giving up soul, especially a high impact soul like the Infernal,
Yeah.
it becomes really tough to play out, because it also means that some of the lesser scaling elements, such as that Renekton, become a lot more viable.
This is an unfortunate timing to have a knockaway, considering there's no objectives up. Will, of course, buy some pressure away from Kwangdong Freaks here, but no converting for the next week while. They're not going to be able to use this to turn anything around. This is defensive ult there. And despite a little bit of extra control down here for City, he's taking the 20 lead. Those is still able to come over and take some extra control here on these Krugs. It's going to only give his first takeaway of the game, whereas BD picked up extra control. Got those 2 breaks, so they have such a nice game. The Gragas maxing there is not going to, the damage reduction I should say, is not going to hurt them too much in the long run, because by the time they actually get in fight, they'll have some more abilities, more points of abilities.
We are losing objective
But,
Edward.
I mean, the question is, can for this 2 break lead, is here really fight at that moment? Get the second Rift Herald, because I think these are things they will have to do to snowball the advantages they have right now. Otherwise, Kwangdong definitely have a very recoverable composition here, because no one's really behind outside of these first 3 objectives.
Yeah, gonna be pretty nice. We'll have to see who is able to pick up that first break. Next one kind of being denied much action. Some Poppy and the fact that Ellen's been launching people away when we're looking for follow-ups from the side of
A bit of a lull state. I like to put myself up right earlier.
Yeah, that was good. I have
We
one
are
more
losing
actual
objective
point
Edward.
that we want to make, which
Go
is
for
the Leandries by Fate. First Strike actually benefits or procs off of the Leandry burn as well, so you're able to get a little bit more gold that way, which is nice, and obviously into the amount of health stacking that's going to be going on from Nongshim, we already see Kana building towards the Sterix second.
We have lost objective
It is
Edward.
definitely a item that's going to have a ton of value. And into a round is going to be clutch. I think a lot of value to the game from that. Simplifies the blame for that. One spike, but Drake is spawning in 2 minutes. And first robot looks like it will also be taken here.
We have taken objective butter.
Playing to just not lose up here and hasn't really fallen massively behind. He's 20 CS behind, but that's
the Dove cosplayer.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you pick the Gragas, right? You don't really need
We
to
have taken objective Edward.
But Ellen hasn't played her on bottom side really that much either, and the fact that this Aphelios Leona lane is just going to get a free turret down here in the war of attrition is kind of a worrying sign, I think, a symptom here for Kwangdong Freaks, is they haven't made any proactive plays. The other comp is scaling, but you can at least stop the snowball there bottom side, as it looks like it's going to also be Nongshim getting way better prio setup here on the Herald, at least for the beginning of it. Wukong in an angle, wave crashing into turret on top side. Keen will have to respond.
First move, and so all the first item spikes have been hit, except for Hoyt, but you'll take that. That's Kwang, we're 5v5, very strong here, but needs to execute it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I think that cask is going to be crucial here as the wall is in behind them. Teddy just gonna set up shop as a smite away from death. As that is going to be disaster here from Kwangdong Freaks. They're trying to get something on the backside of this, but BDD will be totally fine. As, yeah, I mean, they're facing Kwangdong. The Rift Herald is facing Kwangdong because they're the ones attacking it, so the eye is right on the backside. I think it might have also been smited away, but either way, it's not heavily committed to by Kwangdong Freaks, so they kind of just give away the second Rift Herald.
Yeah, and also give away that top wave, because they knocked their Renekton away. Kana doesn't carry, just goes right back up to lane. Tons of minions lost for the Gragas, who didn't make an impact in that fight. Now the whole turret goes down. So that's second turret here, second Herald for Nongshim. We'll also have a 2 Drake lead and Prio for the Soul Point fight here. And I think Kwangdong were worried that if they lost that fight, they would automatically then give up Soul Point because of the respawns. They didn't use any ultimates. They didn't actually turn for a fight. But you still have to set up for this. You still have to try to control this. And the Rift Herald is a great way to further guarantee that Prio goes in Nongshim's pockets.
Yeah, the timing of this one is basically perfect. I mean, it's coming out right here with 7 seconds. I feel like Nongshim should have gone to the Drake, though. But they're taking it a little bit slower. They're waiting for Kana to maybe wait for some gold to pick up his item. By the way, hit 2 items here, does not have boots. Doesn't need boots, he's a crocodile. He's going to be shimmying his way over to the enemy team, no doubt.
Such a big spike. Ooh, E down now. Might provide an opportunity to go in. The hard engage from Guangdong is amazing. Look at the positioning of Ghost and BDD here.
Munition, grad zu.
Smite to pick up the Scuttle Crab, but with the health of the Dragon, he'll have a second one up in time especially. It's not like Guangdong can rush this down anymore.
Longer fight, Leandre's going to get a lot of value here as well for Fate. I think he keeps chipping
Here,
away with
pressure
those
Munition.
Sand Soldiers as he is. Going to really hurt Noxious chance to hold on to Drake aggro. They, of course, have left it backed away as well as going to try to see the wave in.
Yeah, you've got a lot of time. Okay, Snowflower's just going to go in there. It's very interesting. Absolutely no for BDD as the Ignite is going to tick down, but he will live as Aphelios goes down first, then the bottom lane of Nongshim. But here comes the follow-up from the side of Nongshim. So many low health bars on the side here of Guangdong Freezes. Dread is going to finish off the Rakan. And BDD is just on a tear here in this game so far, looking for that third kill. Not going to pick it up. This will open up a chance for Nongshim to take the streak.
I really thought the engage there from Snowflower was very crazy considering the Renekton was nowhere nearby.
They're not done yet. Drake goes down very slowly. Double definitely coming in.
And they're going to keep at least. Just like that, Dread is still here, but it is jungler versus jungler as Dread is trying to get in. I think they're just going to get this one off. As
We have
he
lost
tries to
objective
get in
Edward.
once more. And it's not going to happen. So double TP to secure the Infernal Drake, but to be honest, with the lack of action and the new meta, I think it's worth it.
Snowflower is just booted out here, but the follow-up from BDD is amazing. Dread and Kana are not here, though, so it's an engage for basically a 3v5 fight. The follow-up is good. Guangdong tight to the point where Dominus and that Cyclone get big value, so they end up losing the first part of the fight. But it is, of course, the teleport that come through that allow them to secure the break. We're still low. I both love
We are
and
losing
hate
objective
how
Charlie.
Noxious took that.
It's just a late game jinx. Get excited.
Munition, here!
Like he's down, Dread, and instead, right now, like these spikes from are so incredibly strong. The fact that Kana is sitting with Sterile means that them being able to get that break and like not completely lose the game, of course, it's huge. It buys so much time. It means that you actually might have an item attack.
Hier, Munition für dich!
Might get a second item on Fate by the time the next dragon drops.
Ich werfe eine Granate!
I think the next still is communicated with afterwards. Once free item Jinx is in the game is over, which has been I'd always be
Same, and I think Nongshim will have the advantage they have in gold right now, and their top being one. That third item for being before the wood staff is done here for Fate. Okay.
Look at this guy. He's getting aggressive as he gets straight into the enemy draw. By the way, he was totally alone. Just kind of going in there, and once he got locked in, no flash, the rest of the team was like,
Yeah, I was going to say Nongshim need to push their advantage, push deep here. And, you know, in one way, you just see Gragas Gale Force out and take him out. Is I think the idea here for Keen is to try to set up a flank angle, has cast Body Slam, of course, and there's in his ear
Hat
barely
jemand
nearby.
Munition bestellt?
Follow up with the ultimate, but he's just focused down.
Hier ist eine Granate!
Just donating for another
We
kill.
are losing objective Charlie.
and they're highlighting again the ability
Hier, Munition!
to look how much resources
Hier, Munition!
trading a lead basically without even being that far ahead in terms of kills. Yeah, the turret score, they're a little better. Setting up a trap for Fate here as well. Does he suspect anything? Doesn't have flash. He knows. He knows.
oh, he knows, but does it matter as the damage comes in and they will lock down that kill?
He knew there was a possibility.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Hier, ich habe ein bisschen Munition übrig.
Straight into them.
This is another pick, right? Keen here, alone. And trying to threaten Ghost is the assumption here. He just needs to
Braucht jemand
play.
Munition?
Flower wants more, the rest of the squad
Granate
is
ist raus,
play.
gut.
It's just bait and say it. They wouldn't wait this long to run, right? They would lose so much of that fight.
Oh, that's why, yeah. He feels safe. Solar just barely not giving enough food. And he had to...
Jetzt Munition.
That
Takers.
feels bad. Yeah, feels real bad.
Frische Munition.
Because now, with those picks, like, Nongshim is actually slowly accelerating. There are some things that makes a subsequent fight that's coming up way harder to find. But Teddy is ahead, which, that's, you know, that's the problem right there. Like, that's what
Yeah. We might be able to see some crazy Jinx moments, especially because Guangdong got that break. It's so good to have
Speer. Idee.
delay this.
Hat jemand Munition bestellt?
Gonna buy himself so much more time to scale. Finally, as you can see, it really is just something that you can match waves.
Hier,
but,
Munition.
I don't think there's five in this one. I think it's pretty sound. Like, it's just so important to get subs, but look at the spikes here. Black Reaver done. Kana now also with second item done, and Seraph's transformed for BF1. Like,
Take your 5 minutes you got for your last rig. Sit on it.
Yeah, Teddy's sitting on a BF, so I think he's let this one go. Actually harvest the
Hier, frische Munition.
fight for yourself. Because if you win this fight right now, I'd say that you have a great chance at actually winning the game. But if you lose, that's Baron, that's your base broken over. And that probably means that your spikes are not going to mean nearly as much.
The sacrifice of letting it go is not as bad as the possibility of facing losing the game for the rest of this first
Hier, Munition für dich.
series. And flank angle here really good for Kana.
Mehr Munition.
Once again off as a duo.
Das ist ein feindlicher Speer.
Objective done.
Potentially real.
Yeah. Notice how Freddy's stop moving just to
We have
pretend
lost objective
not going to amount to much, but just
Hier, Munition.
the wall. Is he going to set that one up? We have fake Teddy on the opposite side of that. The rest of the team not really going to use that for Nongshim.
Munition für dich.
Still though, with 11,000 health straight here, it's going to take so long to take them down. Don't have so much time to reposition. Kana
Raptors. Okay.
coming over.
All right, he's here. He almost got all those Raptors. So here we go again. That's going to be a stun right as Snowflower tries to go in. And look at the damage that this Renekton does. It's kind of insane. As now BDD is trying to chip away at this. Kana is going to have that Sterix pop. This now goes over the wall for the cleanup. He's only going to get one, but still. You can see
Hier,
the
ich hab ein
damage
bisschen
is there.
Munition
The
übrig.
Drake is still locked.
We were talking about Arthur, the fight goes the way of Nongshim. They get that wraparound connected, gets insane power. I mean, we see this now, how many games tonight where the Renekton just pops off and is unkillable, does 1 Q, and then everyone has to retreat. Ghost comes over, sets up the kill. There should be Inferno leading to a Drake's or a Cryo.
Aufpassen, der Speer.
Even with the knock away and Ghost, it's not enough. And it's because of how big the
Yes,
knockdown is.
Munition.
Like that and BDD is all the damage there. But it's more than enough. And crucially, I think Guangdong have more confidence, and they collapse up BDD. They have a smite advantage. They can get the Drake, clean those members up, and then
Munition,
maybe
hier.
they can get something done. But instead, hesitate.
Feindliches Maschinengewehr.
Members up. As a result, game, Teddy does have IE now, which is something, and you only gave up a Poppy, so it's not the end of the world, but with how this game has been going thus far, it feels like Guangdong is just like trying a little bit, but they're not committing, and that way you're just not going to win the game. You need to
Braucht jemand Munition?
go in, have faith. Yeah, it's the Guangdong classic, and it doesn't feel great.
Yeah, it's like the end of the season for some of these teams. We're just going back to the basics, we're going back to some issues. And I completely agree if they want to BDD there, they could probably kill him in that last fight. They don't know how far away Ghost is, I guess, exactly, but he was close enough to end up getting that pick onto the Poppy. And a little bit of extra vision control does go to Nongshim here on Baron, but as mentioned, with only one dead,
We have taken
there's no
objective
ability to start
Charlie.
this or set up for a turn. Not yet, until they can get these cryo waves through.
Teddy is on 3 items. That's
and
the line.
Fate went full damage, right? You already talked about the Leandries. It's a follow-up of Void Staff right after, and Sword Catcher. We're not wasting our time trying to survive or any of that stuff. We're just trying to do
We are
good
losing
damage, and
objective
that's exactly
Duff.
what Fate's going to bring in as well. units that
Yeah,
win
Munition.
any dies and we lose. Nice. Team doesn't really care about money.
That's a good angle. We've seen him use those as 3 stopwatches.
We are losing objective Charlie.
It's a
Hier,
good
Munition für
play,
dich.
as everybody's going to try to spread out for that solar flare. And it is pretty nice, actually, from the side of Guangdong. Tons of damage now on the face of Dominus also popped. Keep in mind that's basically just a dry device.
We have
Now
lost
of this
objective
choke point,
Charlie.
and with the Dominus gone, with no Weaver's Wall to actually break through these chokes, Guangdong might actually be able to set up a vision trap here and start starting this one up. I mean, Fate, it could just be left in the side lane here. They decide not to actually take the risk because their comp is going to be in theory stronger later, but I think at this moment in time with the vision you have, you could definitely start something off here and force Nongshem on the fight on your terms. They don't have that entry point. They just back away the Guangdong way.
They haven't taken its fury. Which one is the thing? Like, I get that they're a scaling comp. This is one of the things that Guangdong running into as well Teddy has said. So that's
Granate ist raus, Kämpfe runter!
Ghost,
Granate raus!
which also makes up for that Kana is good. I'd rather have money on Jinx than fight and before we see the first of the Jinx going to his Teddy after the engage, yes, probably win. No games.
We have taken objective Duff.
Fate exists, but so does
You'll get there.
BDD
Get
is
there. This game is slow enough that it's like we're
Soldat! Haltet ihn im Auge!
step up on the Gragas and the Poppy. He's a damage carry here. He's an able carry. That's why he's giving you tons of protection damage here with the students.
Da drüben ist ein feindlicher Sturmsoldat!
That's extra armor. He's the real threat. Those being behind, I think, right now. His ultimate can still get big value if he hits a big Moonlight Vigil. He's able to set
Da
up a
drüben,
Ravenable.
feindlicher Speer!
As much because there's so much utility packed into this. Renekton's ult, his ability to survive in frontline for this Talia works out super well.
okay. They're trying to trade here, or at least threaten to trade, force Nongshem to try to fight into them. But like this, Infernal Soul is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, can't give that up. There's no way.
Yeah, I would like Guangdong to actually fight it here as the Moonlight Vigil does come in, and a wall just gives them a free lane away.
But it's a lot of cryo in mid, maybe rotating down to this point here around break. The fight you'll take, you won't have the Moonlight Vigil or the wall, but you still have so much burn. Is playing this Talia like Hope here with having these crucial exchanges. Tana and Red always threatening the flank.
Gotta pull the trigger at some point.
Well,
Halfway
the Jinx
there.
did,
We have
as
the
in
upper
goes
hand.
Hoyt. They're trying to blow up Ghost, but he's going to live and see later Croc. He's going to be knocked out by the zombie. Nearly kills Ghost on the backside. And is that enough hope from the side of Guangdong? Could be. Looks like it might just be.
Red still has Cyclone here. BDD is going to back, has teleport. I don't know if this is the right call for Guangdong Freaks, but you got to do something.
You
Have to.
Well,
You
they're
gotta
going to go
spot
for
Dread.
it. They're getting flanked really badly here as the Solar Flare comes in, and Dread is in the pit. Dread is in the pit. He's looking for the execution of the Drake, and he gets it. Infernal Soul is in. Kana's in the back line, and the Gore Drinker gets insane value. As BDD just going to knock up the entire team, it looks like. And Guangdong Freaks, they knew this was coming, and the perfect setup for the team fight was handed over to them.
Guangdong had full on Baron, didn't set a trap there. Had a second full setup of vision on Baron with Cryo there at the knockback. Don't set up a trap on Baron. They forced this fight. They get a poor trade here in terms of health bars. It cost them the game. You gotta make the decision, you gotta make one last miracle play. But I mean, Cyclone's up. You don't know where the Wukong is. They can collapse on you. Talia has teleport. This is where you make your last stand. And that's the end of game one.
Yeah, it's going to be as simple as that. One Ace, one Infernal Soul, and the end of the game. Nongshem
We have
forced into
lost
the bot
objective
lane
Edmund.
where they had a wave set up. And yeah, pretty straightforward.
You have so many tools as Guangdong Freaks. All you need to do is actually create space for collapse onto Dread or start the fight. It's not getting mid lane there. The moment that Talia we don't see Keen used his flash body slam aggressively. Didn't see that all game. Rakan goes in alone. Why is that not the two of them? Why is not Weapon after this hit? The immediate cross comes out. So Ghost actually dies. So many of these moments. And I think that a position, they had only tools. Like, this is not about a draft. This is not about, even though I really liked what Noxian Red Force had here, it all comes down to execution, comes down to mindset, and Kwangdong just
Sturmsoldat in Sichtweite!
it goes back to that jungle and support duo.
And the veterans on this team, their voices are not strong enough in terms of strong quality. I mean, we have seen Teddy be very vocal in the past. We have also seen him be very quiet. And I think it depends on his form, his mood, and what the team comp is. But as Keen, you're such a veteran. You are the franchise for Guangdong, for Africa. And the calls aren't decisive. The vision traps aren't set. It's just a sit back, wait, and lose. And sit back and scale isn't going to cut it when your opponent is that far ahead.
BDD is what that sign does say there, and also hoping for a Kana pentakill. We'll have to wait and see. There's still at least one more game left in the season for that to potentially come true, as that was game number 1. We'll see if Kwangdong can turn it around. Global Noxian go to the quick 2-0 tonight. First.
We are losing objective Charlie.
앞에 다음을 봐서 징크스 쪽 전화 받았어 여기 좋아
Hat jemand Munition bestellt?
We have taken objective Duff.
Geschäfte Granate! Mehr Munition! Munition für dich! Ich werfe eine Granate auf! Passen!
We have taken objective Charlie.
있어. 지금 각 좋거든? 각 좋다 이거. 볼게.
아지르.
나쁘지 않아.
Schärft das auf, Granate! Granate unterwegs, aufpassen!
땡겨. 길가만 땡기 좋거든? 나 들어와.
Hier,
We are
Munition!
losing objective Charlie.
Munition, hier!
그냥 죽어요. 재밌다.
Munition, greif zu!
We are losing objective Charlie.
나 화상선 자신 있어 이거. 이거 위치 찾으면 나 이거 아래쪽 싸움을 하든가. 나가줘. 빼봐, 완전 빼봐.
Hier, ich habe ein bisschen Munition übrig.
An enemy airship is en route.
Hier, frische Munition! Granate draußen. Feindliche Kavallerie, da drüben!
We have taken objective Duff.
Braucht jemand Munition?
Losing objective Charlie. We have lost objective Charlie.
Feindlicher Sanitäter da! Munition! Jetzt los! Ein Sanitäter von der Gegenseite!
We are losing objective Duff.
Welcome back, guys. We are here for the second match here at the second game. Nongshim up against Guangdong Freaks. Nongshim were able to take that first one in what did grind to an eventual sudden stop at that infernal soul break that Nongshim were able to pick up, plus the ace, plus the win.
Yeah, Chronicle and I aren't too happy with how it all went down.
Same.
It's of all the places to make your stand. Just felt like that wasn't it. But if you lose that, the game is probably over. But you have to do something before that. You know, we spent some time talking off broadcast about the lack of shot calling. We talked about it on broadcast as well. I just want this team to be more decisive.
POG incoming. It is Dread who will pick it up for the third time on the side of Nongshim. Lots of early plays that were able to get his team ahead.
I'm very happy for Dread. He's had a very tough split, of course, was away for a little bit. Got substitute Sylvie to come up and take his place so he could focus on his health. And seeing how it has worked out, how well he's been playing over the last couple of matches, it truly feels like the Dread that we saw last split is back, but without the part where post 20 minutes he goes a little bit too overeager. I think his fights on the Wukong have been absolutely pivotal for how this one played out. Just very consistently finding background access.
I'm starting to wonder if Renekton also, I mean, just watching these replays again, I voted for Dread. You did as well.
Hey.
A few Renekton votes there. I'm starting to wonder if Renekton is just going to be first ban material, actually, because he's been blindable all throughout this week with very little punishing. It feels like we're going back in time, and I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
Just wait until he gets flexed to mid lane, then I think we can begin talking about that, especially. I don't know if that'll actually happen, especially with stuff like Azir and other AP annoying harassed champions in that lane. But yeah, it's really strong. It's very interesting because it's really kind of messing with the top lane balance that we have, which was total tank against tank, only farming, even when just getting like banned or not picked every game. It was like Warren, Gragas, Sejuani, sometimes Sion, and that was basically it. So now that Renekton's in, makes you have to just worry about that extra.
Artilleriebatterie! Vorsicht!
It's great. We get back every single game. Don't you love that?
We have taken objective butter.
Yes.
Yes.
Effort fan here. I'm in. And speaking of which, Effort's in.
Okay. Trying to get as much playtime for a very famous player as possible. I love it. Love to see it. Snowflower's had a really nice performance, though, in his last few games. So in terms of the best strategy to win, I don't know if this is the right one. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Effort has certainly has ups and downs. I think that now that Leona's back in the meta, that could be nice for him. Snowflower, a player as well, but Effort definitely making a good name for himself on that pick. So perhaps a prio that comfort for him, and maybe he can be a difference maker in this one. I mean, they were able to win game 1 even with Snowflower, so as you mentioned, Wolf, I think maybe just giving everybody a shot here at the end of the season. He was sent down, Chronicler. You should know better than anyone else.
I know that you're upset that he's not in the LCK anymore, but there's no reason.
We have lost
Take it
objective
as me
butter.
as it doesn't have that the team wins. He's a good player. I'll say a lot about that. After seeing that Guangdong game, I think it's justified. Guangdong looked kind of lost. It's the type of loss where I'm worried that even if you do get a blue side drop, you have the priority, you have the agency. Are they actually going to be able to utilize any of that? Are they going in if they do drop? Like it's like Ari, if they get the ring accent? I don't know if they will. Like based on how they've been playing recently,
We have taken objective Charlie.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. I think blue side won't be enough to. I think it's going to have to be tighter play play. I think it's going to have to be aggressive.
Standing up now.
Yeah, it's scary.
Basically, yeah, that is actually. There he is.
That's less creepy.
Yeah, that's on the ground.
We have taken
Much
objective
better.
Duff.
I think it will have to be aggressive. I think it's going to be understanding a well-rounded five not just some parts of it. And we'll see where the first pick journey does go here for Funk Freaks, because there's a lot to come. I think taking away Wukong's threat is probably a good option here for Funk Freaks, since the draft very open-ended. Is hey, look at that! Wow. Only took 5 games. What we got there?
In game 5, it's banned on blue side. Really, I mean, it's better than having no presence for a champ that I think is still extremely strong. But yeah, no Wukong bans, no Renekton bans, nothing like that. Sticking out a bit, but it does leave Kalista available for Teddy.
Okay.
And as an Ongshim, you now answer with Poppy at the very least.
You have to.
Yeah, the Poppy is a no-brainer. And we have seen, even though it didn't end up picking the win,
We
I thought
have
the
lost
Varus
objective
was completely
Duff.
fine. You can go Varus
Mehr Munition. Werfe noch Granate!
Dragon also just picked up the achievement. Does run into a Poppy, and I think Poppy is one of the few champions, or LM. Over the split, looked a little bit more proactive, but then he played that in the previous game as well, and it was not.
We have taken
it was
objective
not
Duff.
ideal.
My
I think you're fine.
I do like this Renekton pick. It's going to put the focus more on the top side of Belgium. My problem with Wukong here is like it's a common matchup this week, and so Kalista will basically have 2 range on when he's playing around the bottom side of the map. And the Renata ban was to somewhat discourage the Kalista pick, obviously, in terms of lane dominance, but Amumu has been amazing with this pick too. Hasn't been as dominant as the Renata. And Vi here instead of the Poppy, an interesting choice in terms of the dive and the all-in potential in this composition, but it does mean I feel like the bottom between two will definitely be a little bit easier.
Bomber gesichtet!
We have lost objective Charlie.
I do not think Renekton will be actually flexible. Leona is talking about comfort for effort. You pick it here, it doesn't get banned in the second phase. And I feel like it would have been targeted
That one seems like a no-brainer.
Anivia.
And as Nongshim.
We're also like, yeah, whoa, no, not that one.
Hey man, you guys watched LEC last night? Come on.
No, I know.
Hey, I made the choice to stop watching esports last night and get a good night's sleep for Pog State this morning.
Yeah, that
Don't call me out.
actually the...
Hier, Munition!
But they did play it. It was in the support.
Munition, greif zu!
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was like Poppy to bot together. What's that? Yeah.
Where am I?
Literally.
What's happening? Is this the LCS?
This is the LDL. What?
As overall,
Rocket League, right?
guys.
No,
I don't.
So they already got banned. Like we expected.
We have taken objective Butter.
The zero band.
Augen auf! Sanitäter!
Provided that that should I think
Den feindlichen Sturmsoldaten!
it didn't go for Jin.
Ein Maschinengewehr!
About as close as we can.
On the Ezreal hype train, I think it's actually really strong in this draft, considering how much hard engage they already have. The range is going to be amazing. You will struggle, obviously, quite a bit into Kalista, but you can just hug your turret with the Leona pick and feel pretty comfortable. As please do not.
Yeah, so what is the answer to Azir? Very
Hier,
obviously
Munition!
leading out.
We are losing
You
objective
better
Butter.
have an answer.
We have taken objective
Hier, ich
A.
hab ein bisschen Munition übrig!
Yeah, his face doesn't say that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Unterwegs!
I was worried they were actually going to play Twisted Fate with this, and I was very concerned about the damage that they do not have. They have a lot of CC. As Gnar into Wukong.
Kana, this is your moment. You know the Prowler's Claw is there waiting for you. Yeah, I know you. I know you. I know you. No, it's very strong. I know you guys don't believe this, but I will sing the praises until next.
Hier ist Munition.
You can go a bunch of champions. You can even go something like
Not Neela.
Not Neela. Samira. It's great. Varus is great. I already mentioned. I don't think Jin's in a great
Special
spot,
Munition.
but it is a draft. There is the Azrael available as well. There's also Justice Valley, which is made by Simon. Just that.
I really think I think that Nongshim, in my opinion, has the, once again, strong draft bio around the top side of the map, and Kana will have a huge impact in Connected versus Gnar here. Callista versus
Munition, hier!
Leona will give you the bio, it will give you field pressure. Maybe decisive around breaks, not like they were on that first break last time, but actually be fully set up and then start to break off, take that element advantage, push it towards a mid game where they'll suddenly then have LeBlanc kill pressure onto the Aphelios. The Renekton won't be able to use his power as effectively because your comp is also good in those 5v5 skirmishes. Maybe there's a way, but based on what we saw from the last game around, I don't know if the coordination
One of those on-flick Sparta games for Almir, where you know that the ultimate is available.
We have lost objective Edmund.
It never gets pressed. You never see the vial, and instead we just wait. I hope I'm wrong. I would like a 6 game at the end of the regular split.
Ich habe hier einen Sanitäter.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Can't score down to the composition.
I am worried about the Gnar. The Gnar VAR management, I think, is the hardest with a team that is indecisive like Kwangdong Freaks, and he's playing into Renekton Wukong here on the top side of the map. Survivability not going to be a top priority for him.
He'll be trying, though.
Pun
We'll see
intended.
how it goes as we jump into game number 2 right now.
Munition für dich. Feindliches Flugzeug
We
gesichtet.
have lost objective Duff.
It's been a wild ride. You know, might end this game, might not, might be a 6 gamer. But it's been a pleasure. Get to close it out with the cast.
Yeah, for the regular season.
Yeah, we got playoffs coming up for those qualifiers.
Yeah, a lot of these left to go. And of course, Worlds on the way. And certainly is going to be a really fun time with all of the super high-level League of Legends that we have on the way. But yeah, 90 best of 3s. Certainly has been a fun season. There have been some big changes along the way. I think that's but other than that,
Yeah, the durability patch was, in my opinion, great. I loved what it meant for team fights. The amount of back and forth, astronomical increase.
Sanitäter, da!
This patch was simply less of that. It's made it good. Snowball running that league. Very well.
We've had a lot of changes. Void has a level 1 all-in opportunity. The addition of 2 elemental breaks. One was taken but then we have the durability patch for the season. Now we're having
We have taken objective apples.
Rift Herald too. There's been a lot of changes in general. The game has not felt the same all year long. It's been a result, I've much more enjoyed, you know, as Asher 2022.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
And we've had some pretty drastic patches as well. Like Corky went from being the top mid pick to, okay, this champion's not viable anymore, same with champions like Gangplank. It's really fun. It's a nice look back on the year of 2022 in regular season.
I'm kind of glad that they're making extra changes. It does mean that pros do need to change it up and learn new stuff very quickly in their busy schedule, which can be difficult, as is pluses and minuses.
Yeah.
We did have the very hard finish red, so he came hunted in the enemy jungle. Just a little bit of human warding, stole away, I think, maybe two baby. Yeah, two little lesser bolts there.
There we go.
Yeah, but not the greater one.
Not the emergent bolt, the
Yeah.
double-headed.
We don't have that one.
Cryo, however you can here, on the bottom side of the map. And you know, I agree with you, Valdez. I would like to see a big set of changes like this in this playoff.
We all know that Snakes and all of the Bard are going to get a 250% buff to their jungle core anyway. So meta in playoffs, I don't think it's going to be the meta at Worlds. It's fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Enemy airship is en
Adjust to
route.
like 7 different metas of the year.
Fine. No biggie.
Yeah.
No, we talked about this a lot. And things like you do with the match, little changes. This buff.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. Is that orange comes out. It is actually orange comes back in the flesh.
Yeah, and
No real avoidance.
survivability of this Gnar versus Wukong is reliant on one thing, and it's not his Gnar bar, it's whether his jungler is going to be there. Because Ana is trading aggressively using the Gnar bar. Now they're going to counter dive to your bottom side.
See if it works out. It's not too easy to Leona. As immediately Hoyt goes in, he is going to commit to this one.
An enemy
As
airship has arrived.
he immediately goes down, gives the kill over to Ghost. Teddy is also dead, and that is not a successful dive.
The aggro jungle is quite poor here, considering there's a Leona on the other side, as Hoyt is stuck there, and no one knows exactly how they want to play him out defensively. The Amumu is stuck under turret
We have
aggro, they
lost
took focusing
objective
down
Charlie.
first, and then there's just not enough damage. As over here, this is just something my brain gets.
Remember an orange buff from the beginning of spring, guys? That.
We have taken
Yeah.
objective Duff.
That was a twisted fate, Camille kind of thing, but we'll take it here again.
And I really appreciate what happened there. Because we gave us Snake, the possible, get the Dragon, and the Teddy and Hoyt going down with Flash. Yes, the big wave means that Ghost will be fine in terms of CS. It's the Ghost comfort zone. He doesn't care about that. It's Kana.
He does have flash, but you can see that Kana's really trying to force it here, not.
Well, he's not successful in forcing a kill, but he's successful in getting a lead up there again.
Yep. Absolutely doesn't get the flash, though. Here is the flash on the bottom side. Teddy is going to get low, and he is going to get dead. As Hoyt also about to be chunked down in this one. And Notion, they start off early. They are not relenting.
I mean, Dread has just had such a huge impact. Kana's finding Ellen.
Yeah, this crocodile is
Feindlicher Speer gesichtet.
he did not even get a snack of the Grom.
It's crazy to think, too, that this is durability patch, right, that he's fighting to, and he's also been nerfed several times. He's got, you know, recently actually disconnected again in the past. The fire despite some significant changes to his ability to snowball. No, might be
We have
worth
lost
another look
objective
in the draft here going to the playoffs, because the more times we see Renekton
Bitte
just
Unterstützung,
dominate,
schnell!
even safe matchup, this is our matchup, it's not one of those, but the amount of leads that Reduce Renekton has gotten today and on 12-14 all week long, even with strong teams, is just starting to worry me. I mean, guys,
Yeah, it's
Da,
to the fact
feindliches
that
Luftschiff!
I think you mentioned this about how strong the users are at the moment. After durability patch, persistence, and don't know if that's
Syndra?
yeah.
You've been fishing for the Syndra, haven't you?
It's a little
It
bit.
was actually Krogler that was bringing that up to me.
Yeah,
And I was like,
but
that seems
I think
pretty-
durability patch did really good Syndra in the way that it did
Yeah.
with the users.
That dev update.
That'd be nice. I'm trying to think of other bruisers that actually can butt heads with Renexus. It's not a lot. Maybe
Volibear.
maybe the cannon buffs are enough. Maybe he comes back. That's
I,
something.
Singed.
Well,
I know
not sure
that
about
one.
that. Effort, by the way, he was just hanging out on the edge of the rift. He was just, he had one arm on the wall there. He was just hanging real quick. It was left him on a cliffhanger.
A little bit of Kane cosplay.
Yeah, he was Kane cosplaying hard. He's like, look at me go through the wall. This bio is also kind of an issue as
Here, pressure munition.
aggressively against the here, but not in these early levels, and he's just aggressively pushing sand soldiers in, repeatedly keeping the health bar low, maintaining bio bottom side, the extra kill. There, Rip Herald fight setup, Cyclone's up, Kana's beefy.
Braucht jemand
I don't know,
Munition?
guys.
We
It's
are
not looking
losing
good
objective
for Comdung
butter.
Freaks here with this competition
Oh,
once
Bernhard,
again. And their
runter
comp is the Kalista comp. Their comp is the one that's
Hat
slowed
jemand
down control.
Munition
Yes,
bestellt?
yes, yes, but there's the value here of this buy LeBlanc Kalista. It's not showing up here. Yeah, obviously the LeBlanc is going to be stronger later, but it might not matter if you end up falling this far behind in terms of objective control.
Even small wins, like Fate being able to zone BDD off of the turret there, like don't really mean that much in the grand scheme of things. Right, like denying one play versus losing your Herald, losing skirmishes
We have
across the
taken
map.
objective
This
Charlie.
is not really going to amount to much, and it is again the confidence that one should we saw it in what, like 2 weeks in spring, and then everything started to go downhill. The circumstances that they tough on, and now 2K
We are losing objective Charlie.
Ocean Raid in terms of lane is too much. And that is if you're late you're behind. It gets even more tough to deal with, and it just snowballs into more and more, right? Imagine that Renekton actually does pick up an early Infernal Drake. They are so incredibly impactful right now, and if Kwangnon doesn't start picking up members of Nongshim ASAP, I don't know how they're going to get it.
We are losing
See
objective
some
Duff.
fights. Where are the fights going to happen? They attempted it in the bottom lane, and that was a failure. I don't know. It's going to be difficult now with so strong and Kana leading up to having his teleport.
I mean, the Kalista
We have lost
is
objective
not in a place of like where she has an item lead. She's not going to be spiking early here to actually be able to find
We have
value with
lost
Fate's
objective
Call,
Duff.
Granate raus,
because
aufpassen.
their comp is now going to be reliant on the Lubu ult, on Vi ult, in Narva. And these things are really hard to pull off. And like we were talking about in the drafting phase of this game, is the Nar management of the Marv routine where you have to use that to engage. Your comp shouldn't be reliant on that.
Okay, so they're forcing an engage here. Kalista very far away from this one, but they're trying to burst down Dread. He is ticking down, getting relatively low, but a lot of health traded back here by BDD very nicely. There you go, trying to take aggressive trade.
They're doing stuff. It only took, what, 30 minutes in game 1 and now 10 minutes in game 2, but it made a proactive play. Just keep doing that. It doesn't work out. Dread has to use his summoners and he's of course very slippery. But that's the start, Kwangdong. You can do it. Just keep that going.
BDD doesn't ult there. He's going to hold on to that one, so we'll have another defensive option here too. And Drake is spawning in 75 seconds.
Uh-oh, he looks like he's okay, no solar flare. Effort did have flash, but
Wrapped him up too, so scary moment, but it'll be okay. So decision making here for Quantum Freaks a little more aggressive this time around. There's one Dread.
no distortion now for Fade, who has not taken a great trade. They identify the correct one, and distortion does come
Hier,
back
Munition
up.
für dich.
Able to knock him down, but just a great trade for BDD overall.
Fate's out of
This
lane.
is right as
Oh, Granate unterwegs,
Yep.
aufpassen.
Fate's out of
Munition
lane.
hier.
There's a crash onto the mid turret. That's going to be lots of money going into Nongshim here, and won't be the full turret just yet, but it's getting close. Another wave will crash through the Ellen. Will have to babysit.
Yeah, Renekton, Azir, BDD getting early leads on a mid laner that should get them.
where have we seen this before?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like there was a team once upon a time that used to do
a
We have taken
generation
objective Duff.
ago, whatever team it was.
It was a good generation.
There was a lot of good
Yeah.
teams going on.
Unexpectedly good, I'd say. God.
I think Arnold
We have
knows what his
taken
last
objective
pass.
Charlie.
Yeah. Trying, but too good. It's going to be a rough trade for LeBlanc until he actually picks up the item.
Gale Force is up here. They delayed a bag.
Thanks.
He had Inferno.
Granate raus.
As this should just be second break going over to Nongshim. They know that the Callisto's back. Even with 7,000 health nearly on the street. Last one, they'll get it. But they're looking for a LeBlanc instead.
Werfe Rauchgranate!
This gets a lot of time.
Let's not finish a little bit through, so they're going to clear that out now and 7,000 forward. So this ward about to pop down.
We have lost
Big
objective
saw
Charlie.
Munition
Now,
für dich.
the ward is going to be flopped a bit, giving them vision, but in goes Effort trying to zone. They're going to take the fight rather than the Drake, and they are looking to isolate Hoyt, but he has Fate's Call. At least they keep this one at least. Says Kana, he's got another story in mind. There's only 3 of them go in though, and that's going to be the kill going the way of the Callista, but this Croc is just too large, I think. It's going to be 2 more kills over to Kana.
The Croc has never not been large. There are no small Crocs anymore. It's crazy. I mean, I just don't know what to say. Connor's like just living forever. He doesn't care about anything.
Oh, Keen's going in now. He's almost got his bar, but at this point, what is that compared to this level 11 Renekton?
No, he's flashing it out, man. He said, "Game over, dude. I'm out of here." Oh.
I memed it. When I sold the buffs to Renekton, I was like, guys, everyone's going to be picking him up again. But once again, the key thing here, as much as we meme, and obviously big role for Kana here, really nice flash to deny the Vi getting out. It's the decisiveness, right? It's like Nongshim's the one starting up the fight. They're the one who set up Effort. Effort goes in, rest of his team follows. They're on the same page. And when both teams, I think, are suffering as much as both these two rosters have suffered throughout the split, all that matters is do you play as a team or not.
Yeah.
Nongshim, everyone, same page.
They are able to turn off of Drake that's down to like 2,500 health, and then keep it leashed as well in the first part of the engage. Still get Drake while winning the fight. It's just clearly better communication overall here for this squad. And, I mean, now they're just going to get second Herald for free too.
LM. They have Mega RC. You could see them considering it, but it's just bridge too far on this one to try to push through when you don't have any vision either. So another objective into the pockets of Nongshim. They already have a 4,000 gold lead with this Azir and Nephelios, who are feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Alongside of course, big Renek up in the top side.
The meta has shifted so far away from the bottom. Oh.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
first turn blood.
There you go.
16.5 minutes in.
Ghost picks it up. But the meta has shifted so much away from carries on the outside just being the hyper carries who control the game. And it's more just been about, okay, do you have Prio in this lane? So picks like Renekton are suddenly strong again, not because of the Dominus buff, but because they won't actually be able to shut down outside around the map. And I think that's a good thing for League of Legends, that it's not just all 5-man versus 5-man on the bottom side like we were starting to get to for a little while. And I mean, Kana has always been a good connected player. He's always been a good strong side player, so sad for Nongshim this patch comes so late.
All right, hear me out. I was doing some brainstorming. Champions that could be good as well. What about Rumble? You know, a really good spikes hard in the first few items. Good laning phase.
He's not a brute.
Gets Prio easily. No, but
That's what you said to me earlier, so
Well,
I had to say it back.
Now Renekton can do all of that, but also just a turret and get 2 plates with a few slaps of his autos. Don't know if Rumble's quite that level of control.
He is heat empowered.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that counts for something.
Warning, warning, warning. I don't know about this. Warning.
Yeah, I mean, he clears waves really fast. So he's got that.
Well, and he's the OG. Let's fight at level 6 for Dragon champion, right? One of them at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys see that Timo got buffed?
I've never seen that before.
It's a unit of measurement actually in League of Legends.
Oh, that's the champion that was banned by accident that one time last year. I forgot who did that. But that's not actually playable, right?
I wonder if that'll be in the end.
I hope it's Hey, look, in America we don't do that. I hope one day we will, but it might be too late.
Nah, why would you do, the sensible thing that everyone in the world chooses?
Yeah,
use
that's not
that.
very smart.
America might as well just start measuring the team.
Falsche Munition.
It brings the Ryan MMO any faster. I'm willing to strike a deal.
Everything that Velges does in his life is just, it's either biding time until the right MMO arrives, or it's to try and accelerate the right MMO.
Pretty much.
That's it.
It's a good combination. It works very well together. It's a
Might be
good
the
comp.
final fight coming up.
What do you say now? We're only 19 minutes in. You never know.
Bounties are up, FYI.
Yeah.
Rift Herald used for Bryo.
There's not even a turret here. It's just gonna be like, oh, I'll threaten your inner.
He's got a turret objective bounty on the top side, and Nosem are just setting up shop.
Kana has no teleport as bottom. They're just saying, all right, we're just gonna collapse back after this turret goes down and take the break.
TP. Keen nearing Meganar.
This is the best fight I think Quantum Freak could have here with the Meganar if they can pull this off. If they can coordinate it, if they can pull a trigger, maybe.
We have taken objective.
Maybe on something. And I mean, you gotta make the stand eventually before the Zir gets insane, before the Aphelios gets insane already. As take a look at this, it's just Kana V4. As Dread comes in, he steals a kill. That's totally fine. As just gonna press those buttons. Cyclones come in onto 4 members of Guangdong that were stacked, and that is going to be a wipe of 4 of them as they push in and take the break as well.
And Kana doesn't have to worry about his diet anymore because he can feed on anyone that he likes. Incredible one-sided fight. That's going to be the Baron, and that is going to be, at the very least, a happy ending for Northship Records here, because at this point, Baron is going to come down, and I don't see a way back in.
Nope, I don't think so either. And I love that Kana is just giving the kill over to his friend Ghost there on the bottom side as well. He's not being greedy. Nar, the last one to go down. It was Keen's teleport that Guangdong tried to turn that with, but they do not get a coordinated fight. It's too late for the Baron. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's going to be more food for the side of Nosem.
That's not what we had in mind.
And one to Ghost. That was probably the most half-hearted attempt at trying to get vision on the objective I've seen in a while.
Use some of the game. The rest of the team isn't quite there. And they throw a bunch of things.
Feindsoldat in Sicht. Die feindlichen Sturmsoldaten.
And then this is just really sad. The Baron's already been on. He's killed. And they're just launched in by the Zero. And, yeah, I mean, this is a really sad ending here for Guangdong Freaks. And, Guangdong down on our Preds Chronicler.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Little Valdez is catching up now.
We have
Fred's
lost
going
objective
to,
butter.
take another kill here. He's competing with Ghost.
So is this where we go for the
We have
highlight?
taken objective Charlie.
I mean, it feels pretty done and dusted. We're at about 8,500 gold lead at 22 minutes. And it's not going to stop here.
Nope. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Following you, Val.
Well, you gotta follow the cues.
We have
That
lost
section
objective
of the
Duff.
broadcast moves a little bit later. You can't spoil it now.
Yeah.
I think we can talk about the
What about
How many moments do you have?
We have taken objective butter.
You think I'm gonna give you guys my top 32 moments.
I already did the top 64 bracket in my head. Like, here's the top 32.
It was tough. There was some unfortunate cuts that had to be made.
My favorite moment was when Peter played.
Well, how do you know if you watch the match? Still see him play. Because Nongshim actually made plays. Yeah, they're leading.
We are losing objective Charlie.
We're on the up and up for the org here at the end.
Feindlicher Sanitäter!
You know, back to the game for a moment, what's left of it.
Yeah.
It has really been a tough night for Teddy and Def. You know, two players who have been held back a little bit, I think, in these final series. Okay.
Keen's gonna give it
We
one
have
last
lost
go.
objective Charlie.
And he is reaching for it. Hits the back line with that Gnar, but it's unfortunately not going to
We have
amount to
taken
too much
objective
as
apples.
the kills are coming through. The Penta angle is on. There's a lot of low health bars here, but I don't think we're gonna get there. Ghost nearly dies to the turret. The two turrets will go down, and it looks like Nongshim will look for more kills here on the backside. As BDD, he wants something. He'll get the one, but it will not be enough. The Nexus is going to go down, and that is going to be Nongshim picking up the Swift
Ja,
2-0.
ein Maschinengewehr!
You know, it was a really happy ending for Nongshim in the end here. No playoffs, but a team that was marred by COVID issues in the spring season, came back here in summer and just looked like they had fallen apart. No one was on the same page before crying after losses.
Feindlicher Soldat! Ja!
Clearly the players look very stressed out, ready to take
Vorsicht!
We have
Feinde
taken
ihrer
shot
Soldaten!
open tonight, but he is playing the Wukong games of his life, and this team looks coordinated. It's a little bit unfortunate, it's a little bit late, but I think we did see a glimpse of what this team could look like in a different meta, a meta like this, where you can play around the strong side, those can play slow, weak side bottom, like we expected this roster to be played like, roaming from effort and stuff like this. We got to see at least one glimpse of it. Maybe if this team does stay together, you know, next year there could be some more glimpses of that. As unfortunately for Teddy, not able to perform tonight despite, or he performed, but his team did not. He was not able to show the farm and the goal he
We
had,
have lost
especially in
objective
game one.
apples.
Just wasn't given the chance.
Very unfortunate as the effort supporter here. Very happy that he actually got to play a game. Ghost.
Bin hier auf den MG gestoßen!
Oh, happy.
Yeah.
Is happy everyone, I think.
What I was really happy to see is that Kana
MG,
just
feindlich!
actually strong side top, dominated a game. Like,
We have
when's the
taken
last
objective
time we
Duff.
saw that?
World's finals. Oh, semis, sorry.
We have
Yeah, I was
taken
gonna say
objective
T1,
Charlie.
21.
Yeah, I mean,
It really was.
It's been that long, or at least it feels that way. Maybe there was a stray game here and there, but yeah.
Hat jemand Munition bestellt?
Well, they actually were able to pick that up here at the end.
Also shows the early break, fights, skirmishes are everything.
We are losing objective butter.
But you gotta be able to get those. Early cryo, more important than ever. You dive being set up.
Mehr Munition!
Successfully. At very least, there were more competition in these games.
We have lost objective butter.
I voted for, I'll tell you guys to spoil it, I voted for Dread again. I wanted to vote for Kana, but I just couldn't. Dread had too much of an impact, again, on this game. Top side, bottom side, he was everywhere on this recon pick again. And he helped secure these Drakes, had a lot of great turns. The guy, I think, is extremely talented, even though this season he wasn't able to show it. Last season, not as much either. His time on Afrika, he was so huge for his squad on early Cryo jungle picks. And this season,
Here,
you know,
munition!
even in losses, he's looking pretty good, but in Nox's final few wins, he is looking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just consider the fact that the more that
Halfway
teams'
there,
chances
we
of
have the
making
upper hand.
playoffs dwindle, the better they got. As the stress and the pressure relieved itself, they took a win over Lip Sandbox. They took a game against both T1 but also DRX. Say what you want about the performance of those teams in those days. Notion looks good, especially in the game against T1, right? Like, I just hope that they can find some peace of mind and get to a place where they can play their best game, because it's clear that for the majority of the season, they weren't able to.
The Lip Sandbox win to me, outside of the individuals, the fact that they were able to win the series paints a picture of a different year where it was actually in the silver level.
Feindlicher Reiter, sind wir ihn?
When it comes together, it's not that hard to getting them anything playoff or stuff really mattering. Final few weeks.
Munition,
I
hier!
guarantee you that when it comes to how they feel, at least about this championship, is going to generally be a little bit more optimistic than Quantum, because even though Quantum was able to end higher, make it higher in the end by 6 the ending for that definitely was really more painful.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to add in terms of this one. I think the storyline is on the head. Atlas also kind of said he's heard enough. He stays out.
Yeah.
An enemy behemoth
You
is
know,
en
it's been a
route.
rough day. You were kind of getting into the
Braucht jemand Munition?
point, bit of a disappointing end.
Not by their individual performances,
Yeah,
but
just legendary players that, you know, sometimes just doesn't come together. You know, even members of the Gnome Ship
An enemy
lineup that
behemoth has
we already
arrived.
talked about so many times over the course of this entire year. As let's recap a bit of summer and what it has meant to you guys. Any
Yes,
your
Munition!
moments to go into top 32
Okay,
now?
so, I think my favorite game was the second series between Sandbox and G.
Hier, frische Munition!
Both running as a
Rauchgranate raus.
was an
Rauchgranate ist raus.
and individual favorite moment was when Prince got a quadra kill, and then from a Stoa skill,
Hier, Munition für dich!
nice, and then we got Prince going like, my guy.
Munition, grad zu!
Yeah,
That was,
it's very BF.
I love it. That was,
I think
Yeah,
my
what's that?
favorite series was probably KT versus Don. I think that was the first time KT showed they were a real strong force, and they looked better and better after
Seht ihr
that.
das?
Turning point
Ein
for
feindlicher
Fortnite
Panzer!
has not gone playoffs until this playoffs 6 franchises began, so you know, a legacy org of the LCK coming back to form is always exciting for me. And I think my favorite individual player moment was probably Baker's flash 5-man taunt on the Galio. That was so
We have
pivotal.
lost
It was
objective
really fun to see. We
Duff.
might see more Baker Galio in playoffs potentially. I thought that was just a really great decision, really smart, forward thinking in that moment. And overall, I really did enjoy the transitions of metas we've had this season, from Corky mid to now Cryo mid, being the
Der
meta.
Löwe ist der Sanitäter!
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more, but let's first go into the prediction scores, because we were talking a little bit about this. We've been doing predictions over the course of this entire year. Valdez just take week 9, so obviously I'm the winner at the end of the day.
Ja,
No need to
Kanate
check the
raus,
total
aufpassen.
time. Chronicler's going to get the crown. Wolf at 69 gets the actual crown. With 4. I appreciate that.
Werft der Rauchgranate!
you know, he's the spirit of Frederick on this one. He made
A
the
trench
real-
raided. Location.
We talked a little bit more in depth, if you guys are curious, for the following Hog State episode. Make sure you check that out next week. We go a little bit more into where, who was voted for who and why. You know, some players, some casters fell behind in that one.
Yeah, these are our final standings for the regular season. When we
Take
talk
a
about
picture.
law, yeah, that's a snapshot of how the end of the year looks here. And it's real. KT is a top 5 team, arguably right now a top 4 team. Blue Sandbox is
Hier, ich hab ein bisschen Munition übrig.
number 3. There's many teams above that one. I don't think
Munition
anyone
für
really
dich.
would have predicted how this top 6 shakes out, maybe outside of Genji and T1 being at the top at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. So some of my favorite moments
Yeah.
from summer. I really loved individual plays more
Das
than
ist ein
anything else.
Panzer!
Like in terms of like a favorite series, I really loved how we came back and we saw two really insane, more than two, but two
Munition,
that really
grad zu.
stood out in my mind. One was Coaching, who kind of came out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, I'm losing God now. Got an insane pick on the carry one time, and then of course Canyon the other night. That's really, yeah, they have been first the entire time.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's okay.
Look at the KT.
We have
line,
lost
by the
objective
way.
Edward.
KT and Live Sandbox both just kind of going on the up and up.
Yeah, there weren't any insane changes. DRX, CK, DRX also. Yeah, DRX, I guess, is the biggest. That's also that one. Yeah, I suppose, but only because.
Flasche Munition.
Nice matches for them. We do have the POG ready. Let's take a look at the POG here, as it will be Kana. Not a big surprise. You know, I think Red is definitely a nice vote. Even
Braucht jemand Munition? Granate unterwegs!
Really has not had much success here in summer at all. Good to see him have a nice little return to form, but yeah, I mean, Kana 2-0 on 11, right? He did insanely. I just loved how insanely aggressive he was. He's like, I'm fed, I'm going in. You guys are all dead. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, probably.
Dropped a hashtag, you know, had a
Yeah.
Instagram post.
Just had to be said.
Just making sure that.
Hier, frische Munition!
And moments like this, we have to see what happens time and time again with the current meta as it is with these strengths where he takes. And Harold's,
I can't believe how they want to go spread with media.
Yeah, you're in good company like me yesterday. Voting alongside of me.
I mean, Kana had an amazing game, don't get me wrong, but I thought he was very well set up by Dread, who also plays on the bottom side.
It's also
Seht
the
ihr den?
one
Sturmsoldat!
like me, you know. I think that must have been me. But yeah, you know, I thought he deserved at least one vote. But either way, guys, we do have the interview. Let's hand it over to G-Sun now.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the Nongshim Red Force full team post-game interview. Congratulations, guys. Now, Nongshim Red Force is closing out. Super happy to get this news. How do you play Kana? In the previous series, I got carried for sure, but this time around, I think I did great. I did alright, and also got to win, so it feels great. A question, we had the gentleman's vow before the player walkout. Whose idea was it? Ghost was talking about it, you know, like it was in the middle of the split, but I was not
We are losing
confident
objective
it was so
butter.
bad at the time, but I mean, but still to say, you know, this result of this game, you know, doesn't really impact the final standings, but still, I just wanted to give a farewell ceremony as we were having the last match of the split. Mana, you played Renekton for 2 games in a row.
We have lost objective
series,
butter.
and your Renekton is actually 13-5, sitting on a very high win rate. Renekton used to be a very boring champion, but this stage has become very hard right now. It's
An
been,
anti-vehicle kit is
out of the
available
meta
near
for a
your
while, but
location.
after the recent buff, we got a lot of kind of a lot stronger, you know. I mean, if everyone played Renekton every day, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone would have felt it boring, but still, we were able to kind of bring it back after a very long while, so it was pretty exciting to play. How was this entire split? Kana didn't make playoffs, so it's not a, you know, desirable ending to be honest, but I just want to say thank you to all the fans.
Seht ihr?
And
Das ist
also,
einer ihrer Soldaten!
I'm just glad that we are able to keep our pride with two
We have taken
match
objective
win
Duff.
streak in the end. We'll get to hear from Fred after
Maschinengewehr gesichtet!
this was a rough season, but pretty much played
Da vorne ein Veritäter!
victory. So, didn't make playoffs, so
Capturing
last
objective
two
Duff.
matches. I know. I mean, this KDX series would have been really important for you.
We have lost objective
I mean,
Charlie.
Yeah, it would have been great if we could win this, but it doesn't really change any kind of outcome.
We have
so
lost
I felt
objective
a lot more
Duff.
comfortable
Hier, Munition!
participating in this series, to be honest.
Kannst du ihm was für eine Rauchgranate sagen? Munition, hier!
What is your personal goal as you just finished your summer split this year?
Munition für dich!
I think not only this season, but just
Werfe
this entire
Rauchgranate!
year. I was so like not proactive, you know. I was never making any action on my end, so I hope to become a lot more proactive and aggressive next year. Ghost, how are you feeling about your play today? It was a 2-0 win. I mean, I made mistakes in game number 1, but still, we were able to get the win by playing well, not just punishing the mistakes of the opponent. So I'm pretty satisfied with the way we played and won the game. In game 2, we actually let Lista through and did Celia's Leona comp through it. After we got, you know, slapped by the Leona in the first 30 rounds, we kind of realized that actually Lista would get countered by the Leona, so we were not too afraid of Lista with the comp. I think I'll just see a full draft. Any words, no words, all the players who are the captain of the Red Force. And it was very, very rough season, you know. Thank you for pushing through with us to the very end. Even though we didn't make playoffs, I'm still happy that we got a very clean 2-0 win in the end. Thank you guys. And let's
We have
hear
taken
from
objective Duff.
Sunflower. We made a return to the LCK after a long while. How was this summer split to you? Well, I only played in the second round, Robin, so it was not too long. I left a lot to be desired, and I think I really have to improve a lot.
Ein
Great,
Speer!
actually came to Lone Park to support you. Talking about the camera earlier.
Feindlicher Sturmsoldat, seid vorsichtig!
At the end, yeah, we're the first enemy.
We have lost objective Edward.
Thank you for showing up. The little park was not really that far away from your place, and I guess he couldn't be bothered to watch the U-turn view.
Rauchgranate unterwegs, aufpassen!
Then, yeah, after you made a comeback in the second round, you actually become a pillar of Nongshim Rat Force, you know, being the solid and stable member of the roster. So, I'm not really sure, but if I can still play as a professional player next year, but you know, I also have some other complicated, you know, military duty stuff going on, so I think I'll also need to find out more. But thank you for your support, everyone. And effort. Long time no see. Hi, I'm Effort, Nongshim Red Force support.
네, 오늘 1세트 또 멋진 활약을 해주셨는데요. 우리 팀의 경기를 뒤에서 좀
Yeah, you subbed in game number 2 and also brought your team to victory. How did it feel to return to Lowell Park and play on stage?
Des munitions, prends-les! Attrape tes munitions!
taken objective Edward.
Whoa.
We have taken objective butter.
Pick me up.
We are losing objective Duff. We have lost objective Duff.
Tiens, des munitions.
Bro, they make a Fast and Furious fucking Korea version.
We have taken objective apples.
The drift?
Yeah. That's so the vibe.
Probably on the chamber. Damn, you winning game?
Yeah, bro.
Feeling it?
Yeah, just one.
Il y a ton nom sur ces munitions. Des munitions. Attrape.
I don't know why I set up for that. The hair out, bro. The hair out.
Yeah. I mean, no one played well though, so you know. What can you do?
Yeah.
Man, there's a cave restaurant in Italy.
Prends des munitions.
Look at that architecture.
Grenade fumigène envoyée. J'envoie une grenade fumigène.
We have lost objective.
What the fuck?
We have taken objective butter.
G'day, g'day.
Yeah.
We have taken objective Duff.
Alright then. Alright then.
Alright, I got
you. I got you. I still got the invite. Hey, brother.
Brother.
Wait, Sam good.
Return to the combat area.
I'm here, what?
Ah, he's always there. Oh, I thought you got there.
Soldat d'assaut ennemi. Un médecin par là.
We
Je
have
perçois un
lost
médecin
objective
hostile.
Edward.
Attention, médecin. Je vois un médecin. Là, quelques munitions.
Sir,
Oh.
We are losing objective Duff.
Super cannon. Battle bet.
We have taken objective Edward.
Des munitions pour toi. Là, des munitions. Prends ces munitions.
We have lost objective Butter. We have taken objective Duff.
Fumigène envoyé. Faites gaffe. Tiens, des munitions.
Fizz. Who beats Fizz?
Hard one.
Là, quelques munitions. Fumigène lancé. Attention.
Malzaha.
We have lost objective Duff.
Oh.
Oof.
We have taken objective Butter.
Attention. Malade. Attention, malade.
Craven.
voyez? Un médecin!
We have lost objective Duff.
Grenade envoyée! Balance une grenade! Grenade lancée! Flanquez-vous! Lance une grenade! Attention!
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
Invade!
Lancez! Lancez-vous!
Invade! Fuck, no team.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Oh, do we just run straight here?
Yes, sir. Where is the music? Oh my god. I think they know.
Damn. Oh, we got mid. What's up, bro? Thanks for the free gold.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Grenade lancée! Tirez-vous!
Wow, the accident's crazy.
Juicy.
Streaming.
That's me,
Stream monster.
And that guy has some reaction time. He goes there.
Yes, sir.
Attention! Grenade lancée! Attention!
Oh my god.
Capturez-le!
We have lost objective Butter.
L'ennemi a pris le contrôle d'un de nos objectifs! C'est un éclaireur ennemi!
What?
Médecin ennemi en vue!
We have taken objective Duff.
J'ai repéré un médecin!
Okay, boy. Let me in.
Yeah. Nice, top.
Yep. Clearly, man. Clearly.
We
Fuck
have
me.
lost objective Edward.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. I hit this shit. Oh, wow.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Éclaireur ennemi en vue.
Oh my god, he did it. Oh my fucking goodness, man. Oh, wow. Actually kills me.
Damn, this guy's patient. I already went and died by now. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, good patience, bro. Gotta...
Là, mitrailleuse ennemie.
We have taken objective apples. We are losing objective apples.
He's got a...
We have lost objective apples.
This fizz is pretty clean.
Pretty cool.
Six.
We have taken objective butter.
X. I think I'm gonna get
And the fastback.
dived. But yeah. Yeah,
We
well,
have taken
shit.
objective dart.
yeah, fizz might be coming down as well.
Wow. Ah, shit.
We have lost objective butter.
That's what I
We have
got
taken
best.
objective Edward.
Mitrailleuse, tirez-vous.
We have taken objective butter.
Damn. Lame. Ooh.
Oh my god, fuck me, he's too fucking clean. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. He's got no ulti.
Oh, I should have knighted.
Oh my god.
I didn't connect with
We
you.
are losing objective.
Nice one, bro.
Fuck me, that double buff killed me.
Wow. What a fucking whore.
Fuck, he's not even 6.
We have lost objective Edward.
Yeah.
We have taken objective apples.
Met me again.
He's talking.
We are losing.
Prends des munitions. Là des munitions.
Top as well.
We are losing objective butter. We have lost objective apples. We have lost objective Charlie.
Oh, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. This hurts, man.